I'm Kronicz from the most extreme wrestling, and I'm in my garage today. I hope that you don't mind. You see, I wanted to go outside because here in Texas it's like 60 degrees and it's awesome. It just feels good. But I tried to do it out there, but it's so windy, it is impossible. So I just came out here and it just feels about the same temperature, and I just felt like it. I want to sit down in my chair and just relax and do the Smackdown review on an early Saturday morning. Is that okay with you? Because it's totally cool with me. This is your Smackdown review for November 18th, 2011. The very first thing that we get is Mark Henry putting the beat down on Daniel Bryan. And he's just beating him down on the Money in the Bank winner. I mean, I like this. Because it's like Mark Henry is scared of Daniel Bryan, but he's scared of his wrestling ability. He's afraid that at the most opportune moment that Daniel Bryan is going to come in and take that belt away from him. He wants to keep that belt for 15 years, and he's just paranoid. So I thought that was cool and very interesting because I didn't even have my notes out when I started Smackdown. I just turned it on. I hadn't even grabbed a piece of paper to write on, and already stuff is happening. I was like, whoa! So I had to pause it so I could see everything. He actually takes him out to the ring and beats him up there as well, and then Daniel Bryan kind of disappears as Mark Henry gets onto the microphone. He says, he didn't actually say very much, but he didn't really have to. And I thought that was really cool. He didn't have to cut this huge promo. He just had to, hit some very small key points. And how about he's going into the pay-per-view and everything. And I thought that was really good. Next we had a match. Cara. He comes out to the ring, he's ready to have his match. And then Dolph and Vicky come out there, and Vicky Guerrero reminds us that he has 2 matches. Dolph Ziggler has 2 matches on the pay-per-view, and this is, the second or third time that we've seen Dolph Ziggler wrestle 2 matches? I mean, golly, this guy's getting more exposure than Triple H. It's freaking ridiculous. But I love the guy. He's great. But overexposure, yes. But thankfully, he's a heel. That way, he gets heat for it. So it's not wasted. He says that he's going to fight Morrison for the United States Championship, which is kind of random, I will admit, as a Morrison fan, but as a Morrison fan, I also am very excited because of the possibilities that could be in store for Morrison, and that Morrison might actually be sticking around. Well, I've been saying that all along, but whatever. This actually gives some more validity to it, unless it's a farewell match, which that just doesn't make any sense. But that has nothing to do with SmackDown, because actually, Morrison wasn't even on SmackDown, so we won't talk about him. Well, actually, we kind of have to talk about him, because this match was basically just the placeholder to remind you it's kind of a match, Sin Cara versus Dolph Ziggler. Sin Cara wrestled a very John Morrison-like match, which I know that Sin Cara has his own style and everything, but this was kind of a preview as to what that match is going to have in store. Dolph Ziggler comes away with the championship, but not before, or not after, or whatever it is. My brain just went away. Dolph Ziggler tries to get this sunset roll-up or whatever. Dolph Ziggler looks like he lands on his head. I rewinded it 4 times. It still looked like he landed on his head. I guess he didn't, because he didn't react. It didn't look like he got hurt. But, yeah, Sin Cara tries to roll him up, but Dolph Ziggler ends up rolling him back up, pulls the tights, cheap win. The heel gets the win over Sin Cara. Is this a preview of Survivor Series? I hope not, because that would suck. Alright. Oh, Sin Cara got lots of chants. Sin Cara did, he didn't do any botches. I always seem to miss it when he does botches, but I didn't see anything. It seemed like he wrestled a pretty good match. We get the post-match beatdown. Hashtag. Well, actually, you probably shouldn't hashtag it, because Smackdown isn't even on the air. Oh, good for me. Because you may not know, but Crystal and Kronicz, we always go out on a date on Friday night. I have never in my life watched SmackDown on Friday night. Since the day that it came on in 2005 on Friday nights, I have never watched it. I've always been doing something else. And I watch it Saturday morning. That's why I do the reviews on Saturday morning. So take that. Post-match beatdown on Dolph, which I thought was weird, because why is Sin Cara being the face just beating him down just because he pulled the tights? I mean, come on. But I didn't really care. It didn't really matter to me, because it was soon enough that Jack Swagger came out there to help him. And then Jack Swagger's beating down all the faces. Mason Ryan comes out to celebrate and help all the faces out. Okay. Whatever. Mason Ryan. I'm sure we'll be seeing more of them. Well, exactly. We saw a lot more of them because we come back from the commercial break and kaboom, there it is. Mason Ryan versus Jack Swagger happening right now. The match wasn't that impressive. I didn't really care. But I was like, whatever. I didn't get too bored. We saw the Master Lock? Well, that's not what they call it anymore, is it? Because Chris Masters is no longer there because of steroid use. But Mason Ryan is still there. We see the full Nelson Slam, and Mason Ryan, the super face with the pumped-in cheers because of Smackdown and his tape, gets the win. Whoa. Now we see the face Alicia Fox, which still, to this day, I do not buy the face Alicia Fox, but they're trying to shove it down our throat because she's doing stuff like this. So that means that she's happy and she's a good girl. Okay, what? Oh my gosh. Just whatever. She's hanging out with dude in the back. Where are my notes? Gabriel, I think his name is. I always forget because he's cool. He's on TV, but then he's not on TV. And then he's doing segments like this, and I'm just like, ugh. Zack Ryder comes blaring in, and he's like, yeah, why don't you sign my petition so I can be in the United States title match? And I was like, I like Zack Ryder, but is he getting a little bit overexposed right now? I'm just saying. People are going to start hating him pretty soon. And then Big Show awkwardly comes in, and I don't know if it was supposed to be awkward or not, but he looks so awkward, because he's like, hey man, I'm cool, I'm 7 foot 500 pounds. Okay, I'm the hip-hop hippo. And he signs the petition. But then they remind him that Daniel Bryan got beat or something, and he goes into serious mode. Okay. Now, oh man, AJ is hanging out with Daniel Bryan. All the divas always hang out with Daniel Bryan, but I don't care. I got to see AJ. I love AJ. AJ, man, she's good, and she's hot. She's freaking hot, I'm just saying. But, yeah. Big Show comes in, and he sees him, and now he says he's going to go after Mark or something, whatever. Ted DiBiase, super face, he comes out. Every time I see him, I'm like, wait, why is everybody cheering him? Oh, because he's a face now. But Bateman, man, Bateman finally gets in a match on SmackDown. Don't know if it's happened before, probably missed it, but he's been on NXT, and I saw him live. I thought he was okay, but he gets to be in a match, but unfortunately he gets the Dream Street from Ted DiBiase and quickly loses. But he seems like a fair enough dude. I'll give him a fair shake next time I see him, but this match was so short, I didn't really get to see anything. And I'd watch NXT, but I always forget that it's even a show, to be honest. Just saying, I know they got some good stuff because I've seen it live. And AJ wrestled a match, and I was like... But anyways, Big Show is still mad. He punches Jinder Mahal in the hallway, and then Tyson Kidd slips away because he doesn't want anything to do with the Big Show because he doesn't want to get that big, massive WMD whatever punch to the face. Okay. Anyways, he gets in the ring, does a promo, which I don't know if Big Show has just worn on me, or Big Show, I just don't believe in him anymore, or he went too goofy and he went over the edge and it's hard for me to take him seriously at all. But he's in the ring doing a promo and he starts doing this. I'm going to punch him. I'm going to do the WMD. I'm going to punch him. It was just ridiculous. I hated that. I hurt my back doing that somehow. Anyways, we get Kofi Kingston versus Hunako. Hunako gets on the mic and starts speaking in Spanish. And yeah, Kofi swiftly beats him. But it wasn't too fast. But I enjoyed it. If I could say anything about this SmackDown, I didn't really get bored. They had enough different things going on that I could keep my attention. And SmackDown always has more matches, which is sometimes more entertainable. Especially when the alternative is to have a longer Big Show segment in the ring. Just saying. Now we get a Ezekiel Jackson promo video, which was fine. I thought I don't know, I didn't really care. I saw him on Superstars, one that I didn't review the other day, and they said he got so big because he didn't have any gym equipment or anything, so he just sat at home and did push-ups. Really? You can get that big doing just push-ups? Then I don't know what I'm doing, because I ain't that big. Now we see Beth, the champion. Don't forget she's a champion. I know everybody forgets that Beth is a champion because it's like, who cares, right? But Beth and Natalya come out, so I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for Kelly and Eve to come out so they can have their tag match. But no. It was a miracle. Oh my God. Somebody else came out. Kaitlyn and AJ. So I was happy that it was different people, but then I was super excited because AJ was coming out. Yes! But AJ got in the sharpshooter and tapped out. So, sad day. Sad day. AJ always gets super stretched out when she gets in submission holds. And she lost. But, yeah, we get this humongous broke. This humongous break. I don't know what's going on out there. Got some problems with the neighbors. I don't know. Got this humongous break so they can show the entire rock segment or whatever. They probably think I'm weird because I'm sitting here talking to myself in a chair in my garage with the door open. But I don't care. I know that I'm weird. I'm not going to try to hide it. Sheamus and Orton versus Wade and Cody. Man, did Orton get beat down most of this match. I didn't get to see a lot of Cody, which is sad. We had Christian ringside, and I must have missed something because Christian had a promo earlier, and he was whining and complaining, and it was awesome, if I can go over that again. He was in the crutch, he had the thing on his ankle, and he was all kinds of messed up, and he cut an awesome heel promo. I loved it. It was great. It was old school. It was Christian in his heel, and he whines and complains. It's just awesome. But he's ringside, by the way. I don't see how I missed that. It was on the page. But whatever. It was a great match. I don't know. It wasn't great. I hate saying that. It wasn't a great match. It was an okay match. It was reminding us that Survivor Series is coming up very, very soon. And Orton got the beat down. He finally tags Sheamus. Sheamus comes in there like a million miles an hour. Christian hits Sheamus with his crutch, which causes the DQ, which I'm like, boo! I hate freaking DQs. They should disqualify you from being able to disqualify the match. I mean, I just hate that. Stupid. Sheamus, he breaks that deal over. Oh my gosh. He hits it over. He hits the crutch. Christian's crutch. I got my notes all screwed up. Sorry. Over the back of Barrett. Barrett looked very impressive during this match as well. Sorry, it's early in the morning and I'm completely I'm hitting with a wave of holy crap. I just woke up. Hit in the back, you get an RKO. The Celtic Cross to Cody. Oh, sad day for Cody, man. I love Cody. Oh, but the end comes. Orton and Sheamus stand tall as Survivor Series comes this Sunday. Don't forget, Crystal and Kronicz will be doing our predictions and scenarios for Survivor Series 2011. It should be interesting. We're going to be doing it. We're going to be uploading it Sunday. We like doing it kind of before Survivor Series. I think because everybody's all excited to see Survivor Series and they're kind of like, they're ready to see it. So go ahead and throw out my video. I always make sure that I put my predictions and scenarios video after I watch Smackdown, because if I don't watch Smackdown, how can I know what's going on? I may not get the views and the subscribers that other people might get, but hey, I'm over content. I love having better content over having just views. I mean seriously, if I don't have good videos, then what's the point? But that'll be coming up. Survivor Series hopefully will be awesome. Smackdown was okay, and Raw was alright. So we'll see how it goes and the fallout, and we will see if this will be one of the last days for John Morrison coming up on Monday Night Raw. And I will see you and everybody else on that video and the Raw review and beyond. See you later.